Well, until we scored the second goal, I think we played very well. We knew that they're gonna come here and then they're gonna just defend, and that's what happened in the first half. In the second half, maybe they get a little bit tired and we'll be able to stick some more passes. And the movement of the ball was very good. Led to 2 goals, especially the second one was very good. And then they got a little of the game. Basically, we started to pass the ball square, and then some more unfortunate errors in the middle of the field, and then they got some fuel, and then easy goal, and then I'm happy that the game ended at 2-1.
Did you, when you got the 2-0 lead, when Renteria scores again to make it 2-0, did you sense at all that your team let up a little bit? You had an expansion team coming in here. Did you sense any backpedaling at all from your team, or did they just hit a really good play?
Before that goal?
After you make it 2-0, did you sense that you guys let up a little bit?
No, but I think sometimes it's just natural action. Take it easy. Take the foot of the pedal, and then the game is gonna go a direction. So I think if you have the team 2-0 and then you're playing that well, I think we should keep going.
Can you talk about getting Gardner into the lineup tonight and his performance? And I know he had that goal mouth block for you late in the game.
Yeah, that was the reason why he was on the field, exactly. He had a good game. I think Rich Bolchan is sick, so he couldn't go. So we actually made the decision just right before the game, and obviously he did well.
What did you see on their goal? It looked like Omar kind of just got between your 2 defenders. Was that, or was there a breakdown earlier in the play?
You know what? I don't know. So I didn't see the replay, so I didn't see the tape yet. But seems like they had cross, and then the guy was Omar was between our 2 defenders. So that was pretty good header.
Were you expecting how much Vancouver was defending and how compact they were? Seemed like they weren't pressing. The lines were pretty much 20 yards between forward and defense. Rarely do you see teams that compact. Was that something that maybe surprised you a little bit, or surprised the team?
No. I mean, this is nothing surprise. I said before the game, and I said earlier that they're going to, come over here and defend, and that's what they did in the first half. And then good for us that we scored early in the second half. We scored in the 48th minute, so the game had to open up, and then we follow with the other one. So that was probably the game plan, and then for 45 minutes it works pretty well.
Is there any sense of disappointment after they make it 2-1 that you guys aren't able to shut it down? I mean, they kept coming and kept coming. Will had to make a huge save. We mentioned the stop Gardner. It just seemed like you guys weren't able to take the air out of the game.
I think sometimes you're going to defend. I mean, if you're not home, I mean that's a good lesson for us. I think you have to learn somehow. Some of the games they were very easy, but this one was difficult in the end, and I think that's a good experience for you guys.
Were you happy in the first half with the patience the team displayed, or would you have wanted the team to kind of do anything different in the first half specifically, as Vancouver was still in that defend first mentality?
I think that the last thing what we could have done is to give up the goal in the first half when they were defending well. So that would be more difficult, obviously, to pressure them in the second half. So I wouldn't do anything differently. I think they were patient. We didn't create too many chances, but I think one of Robbie's shot that probably should go in. But we probably because of a passing in the second half, the space, the first goal that opened up the game.
The build. Can you describe the build up to the second Renteria's second goal on the run with the play? A couple nice passes there. I think Duca and then your Serbian player into Renteria. Yeah, I mean that was a good spacing. I mean there was a lot of one-touch passes, and then we obviously fit Renteria. The ball was on the left foot. I thought he was going to go on his right, but I think he was nice shot, with his left.
The fact that you played Vancouver in the preseason, did that help any at all in preparing and how they would come out? Did you see a lot of similarities to what you saw in the preseason when you played them?
You know, that game was a long time ago, and then obviously you go to preseason, and you have 1 or 2 weeks of super kick. So you go first time on the grass, and that game it can be very different. I mean, you know the players, it's like expansion team, so you are familiar with the players, but the fitness level can be very, very different. I think Vancouver started much earlier than everybody else, and then I think they had a good run, especially in Arizona. I don't think they lost the game over there. But knowing that our guys are going to get much fitter as the season goes on, you know, I wasn't worried about the loss over there.
Was Cunningham coming into the game just to give him a chance to get in and bring some energy, or was there any kind of injury with Renteria at all?
Yeah, he was a little bit tired. So that was kind of both. I think, you know, with Jeff coming in, you know, idea was to just stretch the defenders a little bit more.
And you seem to rotate through central midfielders. Burns has been kind of a mainstay, but Rusmir and Akpo have all been tried at central midfield. Do you find that you're starting to get an idea of who would be those couple players to work with the wingers and then, you know, withdrawn forward?
No. I think it depends on the performance. I mean, you have whether it's Akpo, whether it's Burns, and like you said, and Rusmir in the middle, and then it depends on the performance. Who we playing against? Whether they play at home or play away? Who is in front? So a lot of different things has to happen, you know, for us to decide, you know, who is going to go in. Obviously, you know, all week of practice and preparing for the upcoming game. So, you know, that's what we do, and then decide who's going to go and who's going to play.
Can you talk a little bit about the switch, putting Ekbo on for Burns? Was there an issue with Burns not being able to continue, or was there something you were trying to achieve in that substitution once you were up to that? I
think, you know, I felt like we were losing a little bit the middle of the field. I think the Burns was a little bit tired, so that's why it was the switch. Put the fresh player in the middle.
Any other questions? We're all set? Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.